What is up, everybody? We are back. We are back at my old stomping grounds, Forest Lakes, here in Tifton. A little 9-hole course. We're gonna play 9 holes and show you how to better your score. Nice. Alright, so as y'all can tell by the title of the video, this is all about thinking during your round. So, hole 1, par 5, driver every time on this hole. So now I'm left in a 240 spot, which is a good hybrid number, but you can see the tree right here in front of me that's kind of blocking the green. So I could still try to hit like a good draw hybrid and get it up there around the green, but then that brings in the out of bounds on both sides. And this isn't that hard of a hole, so I'm just gonna take a 7-iron. Actually, I'm probably gonna go down. I'm probably gonna I got 240. I want to hit my 150 shot, so I'm gonna hit a 9-iron. I'm gonna hit a 9-iron down there, leave myself around 100 in, because that's a good number that I like. And then I'll have a good comfortable shot going into the green, which will almost guarantee a par. In theory, it should almost guarantee a par. It still gives me a good chance for birdie too. But if I hit the 240 shot, you go left to right, it goes out of bounds, and you make an easy par into a hard bogey. So I got 240. I'm trying to hit a 150 shot to leave me around 90 to 100 in. Something like that. Yep. Should be pretty good. Alright, so I actually left myself at 98. So 100 markers right there across from me. I'm still in the middle. I have a shot that I'm comfortable with making, So this is you want to put yourself in comfortable positions. Your goal is to make, if you can make par every single hole, obviously that's great. My goal now is to throw one up there close. You want to be below the hole. This green slopes, so that's a lot of things to think about every single shot. You really want to think about where you want the ball to land, like in accordance to the hole. So this hole slopes bad from right to left. So I want to be left of the pin, so I'm below the hole, so my putt going to the hole is an uphill putt, ideally now. But, that's all you can think about. So I want to be at the hole or left of it, and I want to land at about 95 yards. That's my thought right here. So let's go off of that, and let's just try to execute it. Trust it, and whatever happens, happens. And just go with what you thought of before your swing. It's right on top of it. Spin down. So I missed about 2 or 3 foot right of the pin, but it looks like I've got a couple feet for birdie. So, man, these greens are nice. So as you can see, I was 98. This is where I landed. So I am, let's see, and to get in line with the hole, 1, 2, 3 full steps. So 3 yards back there. I said I wanted to land at 95, so I landed it right at 95. So I did what I said, and I did what I wanted to do. I had a game plan with the shot, coming to the green for that shot. Had a game plan, executed it, trusted it, and it worked out for me. And then that just leaves you that right there for a birdie to go 1 under through 1. So, didn't hit that one great, really. Only hit it about, I don't even know how far I hit it, to be honest with you. I've got 258 in. This is gonna, I grabbed my hybrid, but I'm thinking, so this is what's important to think. I've been going after a bunch of par 5s, but I just got a birdie laying up on one. So why not do it again? You know, I got 258, a little downwind, so I need to hit something about 160 to be 100, to give me kind of a similar shot as I just had. So I'm going to hit an 8 iron and just try to give myself, 100 in. I know 100 in is right to the right of this mark right here on the left. And that's all we can ask for. It's going to be a little more than 100. I don't think I hit that very well. But, so this is also another par 5, which I know in the video it's going to say that. I didn't say it, but. Alright, we got 115 middle, so I did lay up a little bit short. The pin's in the back, so it's about 120. It's a little into the wind, so I'm going to play at 125, which is just a good smooth pitching wedge. So think about all that stuff. The pin's in the back, so if you go long, you're probably not gonna, it'd be a hard par. And if you're somebody who's just trying to break 100 or break 90, and you find yourself right here in the middle of the fairway on a par 5 on your third shot, just go for the middle of the green. Don't even worry about the pin. Go for the middle of the green, then putt to the hole. It's a lot easier that way. But right now we're trying to get it up on that top tier with the pin. About a 122, 123 shot. Right at it. Right on top of it. Oh, I think it almost went in. Not even kidding. So you can kind of see what I'm saying. It's a pretty big green, real undulated. But if you're a mid-high handicapper from 115, just go for right here. Go for the middle of the green. I got lucky and got close. I wasn't trying to get that close. I was really trying to get like over here. But all you really need to do is get, on the green. Give yourself a chance for a 2-putt par. And if you bogey every hole, it's a 90. And 90 is, not bad golf at all. But getting up here, I'm guaranteed a par now from here. This gives me a chance to go 2 under through 2. That was a terrible putt, which I don't know these greens that good. I haven't played out here in a while. But that's a par. A pickup par. And what could have been 2 under through 2 by playing conservative. Not by going for everything. Just because you have a 240-yard shot doesn't mean you have to hit your 240-yard club. If you want to score better, play smarter. That's pretty much the gist of it. In some holes like this, there's not a whole lot of thinking. There's just a lot of doing. Actually, I've got to get back. 210 yards, par 3, into the wind. It's a par 3. There's no laying up on par 3s. If you can lay up short here, you're in a ditch. So I got to get it there. Long is okay. Semi-left and semi-right is okay. Short is not okay. So I went all the way back and got my 220 club for a 210 shot because of the wind. So I know the wind's going to kill it. I know I hit a fade with this. Pick a line. Trust it. trust it. Trust your shot. And then whatever happens after that happens. But do what you come up here to do. God almighty, I hit it right at the flag. I mean, I'm right beside the pin. That is unbelievable. That's the best golf shot I've ever hit in my life. And that is why you trust your thought, man. You're thinking the right thing. Just trust it. Do it. If it works out, great. If it doesn't, that's okay too. This is what I have left from 210 yards out into the wind. I'm sure you can hear the wind in my mic, but alright, so we haven't talked a lot about greens yet. Let's do a little green talk. So, if you struggle with reading greens, one good way you can do is go to the cup, find the dead grass. So the dead grass is on the bottom of the hole, which means it's breaking towards the bottom of the hole right there. So right here is the middle of the dead grass. That's the middle of the break. So it's breaking this way. So this putt should break. Based off of the cup, it should break a little bit to the right at the end. Then if you're good enough where you can get down and read grain and stuff, you know, that also is a very big factor. But if you just want a good starting point, a good little basis to go off of, just use the dead grass on the cup. We're going to go about a ball out left. Just like that. So, alright, I hate that this is on YouTube and not on my live stream. I'm glad I get to show YouTube. But, I missed a 6-footer for birdie on 2. Could be 3 under through 3. By thinking first and then trusting. Alright, par 4. Straight into wind. Dead straight. Probably 400 yards. Probably playing like 440 with the wind. So, this is another thing right here to think about. Think about it every shot. Think about the trouble. So there's obviously trouble left and right. The trouble left is out of bounds, so you have to re-tee from there. The trouble right, you're just in the trees and you get to hit it again over there and still have a chance to get to the green, you know. So if we have a miss, we want to miss it right. We're not thinking about missing it though. We're thinking about hitting the fairway. But this thing is uneven. But if we do have a miss, we want it to miss right. But we are still thinking middle. Okay, it's okay. I was thinking middle to right side of the fairway, and I still hit it left, but I did not hit it too far left, which is kind of lucky. I mean, you can think all you want. Like I said, think it and trust it. It's not always going to happen, but because I was kind of aimed more, so I wasn't aimed right down the middle of the fairway. I was kind of aimed a little bit more right side of the fairway. If I had aimed right down the middle and still made that same swing, I would have went into the trees to the left. But since I knew that the trouble was left, I aimed myself a little more right at the very beginning, and so that saved me. Alright, I know you can hear this wind. I got 175 to the middle into like a 10-mile-an-hour wind. So add a yard per mile per hour. So 10 miles an hour is 10 yards. What'd I say, 175? So 185. And then again, know your misses. Short, you're going to be in a bunker. If you don't like bunkers, don't be short. Hit something that's extra that'll get over. I don't really mind the bunker. So I'm going to hit a 185 club, which should be enough to get me right in the middle of the green, hopefully. And long is okay, right is okay, left is not really okay. So we want to go kind of like just middle of the green from 185 out would be a win. That's kind of all we're looking for right here. going pretty close to it. Go. Yeah, about a yard or two short of the green. Good shot though. I'm swinging it good. I feel good. I've taken almost a week off from having the flu, and I feel pretty good. Just like that. I left myself, I mean, I'm still 5 foot short, so I definitely thought I was a little better than this, but or a little closer than this. We're saving every stroke, so we want to pay attention to everything. Our dead grass is right here, so it slopes that way. If I'm over here, that means it breaks towards that dead grass. So this should break a little bit from right to left. So we get our read, we don't chip and we don't duff it. We did a good speed putt coming up. We got our read on our putt, we thought about it, we executed our plan, got out of there with a par. 2 under through 4. This is probably the best start, one of the best starts I've ever had in my golf career, so sit tight. Let's give a quick shout out to Old Tram, by the way, oldtramclothing.com. Code Birdie15, get 15% off everything. All right, par 4, about 380, little dog leg left. Driver's okay, left is bad, right is bad, so it really takes a good one right here, but there's not really another choice. I want to be within about 120 or so, would be a great spot, and this is the only club that can get me there, so that's my goal right now. I could lay back, but then I'll be hitting like 160 into the green, probably into the wind. I don't want to do that. I'm feeling comfortable with this. I did just switch balls to a TaylorMade ball, to a TP5X instead of the Titleist. Titleist has a scuff on it from something, I don't know, but for some reason I'm picky about that. So I'm going to a TP5X. Never really played with one, but we'll give it a whirl. Little right, get down. Clipped a tree. That's good. I see it now. Did definitely miss my spot. This is an easy hole, and I've still got 180 into it. I got caught up in this tree right here. Not what I wanted, that wasn't my plan, but that's what I got. Bunker left and short, so I don't want to be short. So I'm taking a club enough to get it up on the green. The pin's back there in the back of it too, so I don't have anything to be worried about. Have my game plan. Missed the green by about 70 yards, right. Just bailed out on it. Bailed out on it for some reason. That was me rushing and not thinking of my shot. And I thought of my shot, but me rushing and not trusting my shot. That's pitiful. That stuff can't happen. All right. Well, I came up about 40 yards right. Pin's in the middle compared to where I am, and the green slopes that way. So you want to land at about 38 yards and about 6 foot left of the pin. That's about 20 foot left of the pin, but not bad. Alright, so we're kind of getting rushed. I got people behind me catching up. I'm going to do my read back here. Dead grass is right here, so I know it breaks this way. It's downhill. So I just want to put it 6 inches out to the right and try to get the speed right. Guarantee myself a bogey. Maybe to go in for par. Nowhere near hard enough. I'm putting like I'm putting at Spring Hill. Alright, bogey, that's fine. Still under par with, with a terrible hole. But, I mean, you know, there's always positives. Bad drive, bad second shot, decent third shot. God, these guys behind me are flying. Terrible putt, and then one good putt to end it. I don't know how long this hole is, to be honest with you. Par 4 though, dog leg right. It's the hardest hole out here. Pretty much what you got to do is just hit dead straight. Left is out of bounds. Right, your ball's probably unfindable. There's a lot of times where you can err one way or the other. This is just not one of them. You just got to commit to hitting a good straight golf shot. So I'm going to take hybrid right up the middle. Kind of push it. Hope there's nobody down there. I've got 177 left. I don't have a realistic shot at it. There's just no way. I got to get over this lip. And then under that tree. And this just ain't gonna do it. So I'm gonna take a pitching wedge and just punch it out in the fairway and try to get up and down from the middle of the fairway. This is why this is the hardest hole on the course. I'm 10 yards right of the fairway and I can't get on the green. So just take a pitching wedge, punch it out up under that tree, let it roll out, be about 100 out. I got really lucky. I hit the tree. Alright, I've got 150. Alright, so this is where your mental fortitude has to come into play right here. I've got 150 left. Kind of blocked out. So I've got to hit just one middle of the green. Take my medicine and make a bogey. Is all I can do. If I make a par, it's great, but I'm not trying to make a par. I'll just take my bogey. Take my bogey and get out of here. I just want middle of the green from 150. And I got middle of the green, a little bit below the hole. So not bad. Got about 18 foot. Uphill, left to right. All we're thinking is get it up there within gimme range, take our bogey, get out of here, go to the next. Yep, just like that. Another bogey, but we're even par. Alright, 165 par 3. I just want to hit something middle of the green. That's all we're thinking. Short's bad, long is okay. That's the only two things you got to worry about here. That ball is literally right at the pin. It went right, it might have tipped the flagstick. Just past it, about 12 foot. We got about 25 foot down the hill. I know it's down the hill. I know it's left to right. So this is what you're thinking right here. You are thinking, if you are a higher handicapper, or if, hell, anybody, really. 25 foot, you know it breaks a little left and right, just aim a little bit right. You don't have to get it perfect. And just hit it to where it goes 25 foot. That's all you gotta do. Make a par. Boom. I got it down there to about 3 foot. This one goes right to left as well. Step up, make it easy par, That's all you got to do if you want to lower your scores, man. Think smart, play smart, make good decisions, be good to go. Quick shout out to oldtramclothing.com, by the way. Nathan over at Lazarus and Moultrie hooked me up. Shirts, shorts, hats, everything. The stuff is so nice. I wore it all in the first 4 or 5 days that I had it, and it's all dirty, and I haven't washed clothes because I've had the flu. So that's why I'm not wearing it, but I am wearing the hat. Go over to oldtramclothing.com, code Birdie15, type it in, look at what they got. The hats are unbelievable. The polos and the shorts are unbelievable. It's all high quality stuff. Now watch me hit this drive. That's as far as I've ever hit a ball, I think. Yep, right before the water. Alright. So what we want to do, we have 90 yards, about 95 with the wind. So this green slopes from back to front. So if you go past the pin and you putt back down on your birdie putt, you're probably going to leave yourself not a very close putt for your par putt. So we want to end up below the hole. So about 90 is about as far as I really want to go, because I can accidentally hit it a little bit far. I want to kind of put myself at a 90 number. Middle of the green, 90. Something about like that. Yep. So I've got 12, 15 feet up the hill, though, is the important part. So if you have 15 feet up the hill, you can give yourself a gimme par with your first putt. If you have 15 feet down the hill, you have to try to gauge it. If you overhit it and it rolls past the pin, you might have 10 foot for par, which is no good. So 20 foot up the hill, which is what we asked for. It's pretty straight. So all we got to do is get the speed right. That's it. Get the speed right, gimme par, get out of here. I think I pulled it. Yeah. Alright, so I'll give myself 2.5 foot for par. This should almost always go in. Par. Get out of here. I got people right up on my butt, so I'm trying to play fast, sorry. Alright, so we want to hit something about 205. It's downwind, so we're going to hit something about 200. So I'm going to hit a 5-iron down there. That should leave me 120 or so. So that's kind of the vibe right now. That's what you got to think about. You got to think about the clubs you've got to hit. I could hit, if I take it over the corner and lay it up before the pond, I could hit a 5-wood or a hybrid or something, and get down there a little bit more. But I just don't need that. I'm trying to see if these guys are across the pond yet. This tee box is so uneven. But so all I need is something 200 down the middle. Be perfect. Maybe about 120. Just like that. .128, pins in the front. Again, if you go past the pin, you're going to have a downhill putt, which you don't want. So 128 is about as far as we want to go. And there's a pond short, so you really need to be a little precise right here. A good 125 shot would be perfect. And it's just the smoothest of pitcher wedges. A little too much draw. Pin high, about 40 foot left of the pin. But it'll work. Alright, so this is why you don't go long. So this is the top of the green. It goes way downhill. If you putt it, you'll end up off the green over here. So I did good with distance control. I just played a little bit too much of a draw when I probably should have played a fade into this hole, but it is what it is. So like the theme of all the other holes, what we want to do now is get the speed right. This is such a long putt and got so much break, I don't really care about making it. We can 2-putt from right here and get out of here even par with 2 bogeys, which is nice. So that's all I'm thinking about is downhill, uphill, brakes right, get the speed right, hopefully. Oh, almost, man. We almost got 1 under. Guys, that is going to do it. I appreciate every single one of you guys watching. Code Birdie15 at oldtramclothing.com. Go look them up, man. Really good stuff. Love y'all. Peace.